My best friend's twin brother was returning from Europe and she told me to go pick him up. He asked, are you interrupted? Did she send you to get mesh? Told me to accompany you. He couldn't say it, just nodded quietly at the hotel right at the peak. Moment me. Best friend Kalawi, did my brother take an Uber home? I stared at the man beside me. He's not Sophie's brother. Suddenly felt his hands grip my hips. Babe, worry about yourself first, hold on. I suddenly remembered before entering the room he said my name. He knows me. After he breathed softly, touched his torso serenely. The bathroom, I'll carry you. Stood up, wrapped a towel around him, picked me up, and set me on the toilet. I looked at him shyly. Could you give me a minute? Alani off Crusade stood up and searched his jacket and briefcase, found a soggy business card on the bathroom floor. Blake's name was smudged from water, but his surname was definitely Blake. Whatever, he's attractive and amazing. In energy, I'm not complaining. Woke up alone the next morning, your credit card and note on the nightstand. You look so peaceful resting. Didn't want to wake you. Here's my card. Pin is for 5566. Sorry I damaged your outfit last night. Go buy whatever you like. His phone number was written below. Designer dress was hanging in the bathroom. Must have had it delivered. Searched his number online. Anything came up. Sent a text, no response. The anxious feeling returned. Took his card to the closest shopping center. First bought a $12,000 skirt payment app. Then $25,000 designer shoes, dresses, jackets, purses, everything through staring at $70. Zero worth of merchandise. Can contact him, but the card works no matter how. I look at a DM ahead, exhausted from shopping. Arms full of bags. Left the story. A flashy red convertible set parked right at the main entrance. Driver looked oddly familiar. His phone sat in the cup holder, showing constant purchase alerts, tracking my location. Shopping centers, giant screen. Began playing breaking news. Local business mogul Blake Morrison returned today. From overseas reports indicate this homecoming relates to partnership talks with the Williams Corporation. In recent interviews, Blake hinted at major announcements come soon. You watch the man before Miss Lily align with the figure on screen. Blake Morrison, Sophie's childhood concerned uncle, whose mere mention made her nervous, turned toward me. Bab, ready to go. Got your license? Necessity. Whole closes in 28 minutes. Tessie did mention this last night's with art. This guy wants to marry Methan, who's partnering with Williams Corporation. And the news, do you have a twin brother? His expression darkened. Jessica, that's supposed to mean last night was me. It's always been me and it always will be. He stepped out, loaded my shopping bags, then scooped me into the passenger seat. Need to leave now or City Hall really will close. Say held to marriage certificate starring at the ring now on my finger. Desk was falling as I sat in Blake's comfortably. No clue where we were headed. I really just get married. Me phone buzzed. Unknown Caleri answered automatically. Jessica Toro. Evening is grandfather's birthday party. Didn't forget why you're there, but don't get any crazy ideas. Man's voice startled me so badly he nearly dropped the phone. He blocked me 10 days ago. Almost forgot about Marcus before he could say more. I hung up. Marcus had been using me since we were kids as children. He'd tell his family he needed lunch money to buy me snacks as teenager. Shed ask for cash, claiming he was buying me presents. Grandfather adored mezzo. Hearing Marcus was spending on meh, kept providing funds. Eventually Marcus treated me like a personal resource, saying me to influence his grandfather. 10 days ago he suddenly announced Jessica I met someone special and realized I can't stand using her as my excuse. Cold you help me ask Grandpa for some cash? He got him $15. Zero delivering the money. The evening she spotted women's designer heels by his front door. Jessica, I really appreciate everything, but we should avoid contact for now. I don't want Amanda getting the wrong ID. He blocked my contact right there. I had feelings for him, but I wasn't about to chase after witnessing that scene when Homeland finally agreed to my mother's matchmaking attempt. -1 different guys in 6 days. Barely managed to eat properly at a traffic light. Blake took my hand. Your hands are freezing. Adjusted the car's heating system. Tomorrow will visit my family. My parents are wonderful people. Hearing I finally wanted to settle down. They'll probably worship you. Tree not to stress. Blake spoke softly, trying to calm my nerves. Suddenly didn't seem as concerning as Sophie had described. Blocked Marcus's number. Whatever happens to him now isn't my concern. Blake drove directly to his place, modern loft downtown. When should we get your belongings? I'll help you pack. Me cramped studio apartment would probably surprise him. How could I possibly bring him there? And my family doesn't know about this yet. Everything happened so fast. Didn't pressure me. Whenever you're comfortable, we'll visit together. Blake's loft was spacious, but sparse. Containing only a king bed and walk-in closet. Just returned yesterday. I haven't had time to furnish properly. We can shop for pieces you love when we get a chance. His place was almost pristine in its cleanliness and bed. Not even a sofa. Despite our new legal connection, we've known each other barely 24 hours. Wasn't this incredibly rushed? Go ahead and shower. Have some business calls to handle. Blake opened his laptop on the kitchen island, grabbed his phone and began speaking German with someone. After bathing and getting into bed, Blake was still on his conference call. Bedroom door stayed open. His deep German conversation was oddly relaxing. Woke up the following good afternoon to discover several people bustling around The living room bringing in equipment and supplies. Good afternoon, Mrs. Morrison. I'm the personal stylist Morrison hired for today's event. The thought of everything dressed in a custom evening gown after 4 hours of professional makeup. Barely recognized my reflection as the team finished. Blake returned from his office, seeing me, his eyes widened with clear admiration. Then he noticed my stiletto shope that wasn't too uncomfortable. Beautiful. Drove to an exclusive country club. Blake, worried about my shoes, asking me to wait by the entrance while he handled parking. Valet service was available, but he apparently preferred nobody else driving his car. Standing by the entrance, my palms were damp with sweat. Past 2 days felt surreal. Marriage in-laws, I couldn't wrap my head around it. Jessica looking. Oopie saw Marcus approaching with his arm around some girl. His expression was pure contempt. Wow, I really underestimated your scamming. You actually tracked down this location. No invitation means no, and try right here. Waiting for May offered you a chance yesterday and you refused. Today there's no second opportunity. I'll show grandfather there are countless women superior to you. I've never seen Marcus look so unpleasant. Typically compared to Blake, he resembled something quite different. And imagine that dolling yourself up and wearing makeup to attract me will work. Even if you tried everything, hair you couldn't match one fingernail of the Williams. There's Amanda Williams. Marcus jabbed his finger at Meth. That pointing finger was suddenly seized. Oh, whoa, the heck dares grab me? Marcus's face contorted in pain. Girl beside him gasped. Blake, when did you get back? Blake ignored them completely, wrapped his arm around my waist and walked past, stopping briefly at security, whispered some instructions, and I watched Marcus fade into the distance. Blake squeezed my hand. If I hadn't shown up, would you have just stood there letting him treat you the way I am used to it? When Marcus used me to extract money from his grandfather during his better mood, should still share a portion with me, just enough to cover my college expenses. He felt more appreciation than resentment toward him. Back then it's nearly impossible to find safer ways to earn money quickly. Blake's grip intensified. Should have found you. Years agony thoughts were consumed with the approaching family meeting. She missed his words and looked up. Sorry, anything important before going inside? To still felt unprepared. I'm really nervous. Schooled. I use the ladies' room first. Deal wait with you. I can manage alone. Blake smiled at me. Promise you won't disappear. You always keep my promise. As my voice wavered with uncertainty. How did he know I was considering leaving?